Why does fire exist? A simple question. We see fire every day, in candles, in kitchens, in temples, in forests. It feels normal, it feels ordinary, but it is not. Fire is one of the most powerful processes in the universe. It connects atoms, trees, sunlight, life, and even you. When you light a match, you are not just making flame. You are starting a chain reaction that began billions of years ago. Let's understand how. Take a piece of wood, just lying there, cold, silent, still. Around it is air, full of oxygen. Both are together. Both are touching. Yet, nothing happens. Why? Because atoms need energy to react. Carbon and wood wants to join oxygen. They like each other. When they join, they release energy. But there is a wall between them, an invisible energy wall. Without enough heat, they cannot cross it. So they collide. They bounce. They separate. Again and again. For years. For centuries. Nothing happens. Now strike a match. Suddenly, heat appears. Some atoms get fast. They jump over the wall. They connect. Energy is released. That energy makes nearby atoms faster. They cross the wall too. More energy. More speed. More reactions. In seconds, the storm begins. That storm is fire. Fire is not a thing. It is a process. A runaway reaction. One reaction creates two. Two create four. Four create eight. In moments, billions of atoms react. That is why fire appears suddenly. Not slowly, not gently, explosively. What is heat? Heat is not a substance. It is not a liquid. Heat is motion. When atoms move fast, things feel hot. When they move slowly, things feel cold. Fire makes atoms dance violently. That dance is heat. That dance is temperature. That dance is what you feel near a flame. Now let's go deeper. Where did the wood come from? From trees. Where did trees come from? From the air. Yes, from the air. Most of a tree is made of carbon from carbon dioxide. Not from soil, not from earth, from the sky. Plants pull carbon from air. They use sunlight to do it. Sunlight breaks carbon dioxide apart. Carbon stays. Oxygen is thrown away. That oxygen fills our atmosphere. The air you breathe is plant waste. Trees are solar machines. They collect sunlight. They store it, photon by photon, day after day, year after year. They trap sunlight inside chemical bonds, inside wood, inside leaves, inside roots. They turn light into structure. They turn energy into matter. Now think. When you burn wood, what happens? Carbon joins oxygen again. The bonds collapse. Energy is released. That energy is sunlight. Fire is stored sunlight escaping. A burning log is the sun shining again. Light from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago, coming back in your fireplace. That is beautiful. Fire is recycled starlight. But why doesn't wood burn by itself? Because of activation energy. Atoms need a push. Room temperature is too low. They are trapped in a metastable state, like a ball on top of a hill. It wants to fall. But it needs a push. The match gives that push. Once it falls, it cannot stop. Now another truth. Your body is doing the same thing. Right now, inside you. Every second. When you breathe oxygen and eat food, your cells burn carbon. Slowly. Carefully. Silently. That is respiration. It is fire without flames. You are a slow burning flame. You are controlled combustion. Food plus oxygen energy plus carbon dioxide. Same as fire, just safer. The carbon you breathe out, plants will take again. They will rebuild themselves. Using sunlight. Cycle continues. Sun plants, animals, fire, air, sun. No waste, no ending, only flow. Even colors in fire have meaning. Different atoms glow differently. Sodium yellow, copper blue, potassium purple. Fire is atoms speaking in light. Every flame is a message. So what is fire? Fire is atoms falling into stability. Sunlight returning home. Energy escaping bonds. Life's mirror. The universe balancing itself. Fire is chemistry. Fire is physics. Fire is history. Fire is life. It is destruction and creation at the same time. When fire burns, something invisible is happening. You see flames. You feel heat. You see light. But the real story is happening inside atoms. Inside, billions of electrons are jumping. When atoms collide violently, electrons get excited. They move to higher energy levels, but they cannot stay there. They fall back. And when they fall, they release light. That light is fire. Fire is glowing atoms. Different atoms glow differently. That's why flames have colors. Yellow, blue, orange, white. Each color is a fingerprint of matter. Every flame is a science experiment. Now think about explosions. Why does petrol explode faster than wood? Because petrol is already broken into small molecules. Oxygen can attack it easily. No waiting. No slow heating, instant reaction. That is why petrol burns violently. That is why gas leaks are deadly. Fire speed depends on structure. Big molecules equal sign slow fire. Small molecules equal sign fast fire. Now think about rust. Iron rusts slowly, slowly, no flame. But rusting is also fire. Iron plus oxygen, rust plus energy. Same process, but very slow. Fire and rust are brothers. One runs, one walks. Even your phone battery is slow fire. Chemical reactions, energy release, control. No flames, still fire. Modern fire. So fire is everywhere, in engines, in power plants, in food, in muscles, in phones. We live inside fire. We ride fire. We eat fire. We breathe fire. Let's go back in time. Billions of years ago, there was no fire on Earth, no forests, no flames, no candles. Why? Because there was no oxygen. Early Earth was dark, wet, heavy air. Then tiny organisms appeared. They learned photosynthesis. They used sunlight. They made food and released oxygen. For millions of years, oxygen filled the sky, slowly, quietly, like poison. Most early life died. Oxygen was deadly, but some survived. They adapted. They learned to use oxygen. They learned to burn food. They became animals. They became us. Fire made life possible. Then came humans. We learned to control fire. That changed everything. Fire gave warmth. Fire gave protection. Fire gave cooked food. Fire gave tools. With fire, we left caves. We built cities. We made civilization. Fire created humanity. Metal Age, fire. Steam engine, fire. Electricity, fire in power plants. Rockets, fire. Internet, powered by fire. Every modern, even stars, are fire. The sun is nuclear fire. Hydrogen burning into helium, releasing energy. That energy reaches Earth, feeds plants, feeds fire. Everything starts at stars. You are made of star fire. Now understand the full circle. Sun burns hydrogen. It sends energy. Plants capture it. They build wood. You burn wood. Energy returns. Cycle complete. Nothing is wasted. Everything is recycled. Fire teaches us something deep. Nothing is permanent. Energy changes form. Matter changes shape. But nothing disappears. It only transforms. When something burns, it doesn't vanish. It becomes gas, heat, light, ash. It joins the universe again. Fire is not destruction. It is transformation. You are part of this too. Every breath is combustion. Every step is energy release. Every thought needs fire in your brain. You are walking sunlight. You are living flame. One day, your body will stop burning. Your fire will go out, but your atoms will continue. They will join soil, air, plants, stars. You will burn again in another form. So fire is not your enemy. Fire is your ancestor. Fire is your teacher. Fire is your origin. Fire is your future.